Kia ora and hello. It is Rossi Rumbuko again here, the Immigration Consultant for Visa Advisors Limited. In my video today, I will be talking about the details of the one-off 2021 resident visa. To be eligible for this visa, you must meet the two compulsory requirements, which are you should have been in New Zealand on 29 September 2021, and the second one is you should have held an eligible visa or have applied for an eligible visa that would have been approved later. There are another three requirements to be met, but you only must meet one of these three requirements, and they are, under the settled criteria, that you have been in New Zealand for 3 years. Under the skill criteria, that you earn $27 an hour for a full-time job. And under the scarce criteria, that you are holding a visa for a job that is listed on the scarce list. There will be two phases of this resident visa. They are the two dates in which you may be eligible to lodge an application. The first phase for this resident visa will open up on 1st December 2021, and it is open to you if you have submitted an expression of interest under the skilled migrant category and you have included a child who is 17 years or older in your expression of interest. It is also open to you if you have already lodged a residence application under the skilled migrant or the residence from work categories. If you do not meet these requirements, then you would be eligible for the second phase, which opens up on 1st March 2022. The second phase is open to anyone else who meets the two compulsory requirements and any one of the optional requirements. If you are eligible to submit a residence application on 1st December, the compulsory requirements and any one of the optional requirements that you need to meet, you must have met on two dates. And they are 29 September 2021 and the date on which you lodge your resident visa application. All applicants must be in New Zealand to be able to lodge an application under this one-off 2021 resident visa. As explained, you only need to meet one of the three requirements. Under the settled criteria, you need to have lived in New Zealand for 3 years, from 29 September 2018 to 29 September 2021. And in between that time, you should have lived in New Zealand for a minimum of 821 days. Under the skilled category, you need to have been paid $27 per hour for a full-time job. This means that this job must be for a minimum of 30 hours per week. If your job has been temporarily affected by COVID-19 disruptions, you must be able to prove that you were previously paid $27 an hour. And this rate of $27 excludes bonuses and allowances. Under the scarce criteria, you must be working a minimum of 30 hours a week in a role that is listed on the scarce list. If your job has also been temporarily affected by COVID-19 disruptions, you must be able to prove that you were previously working for an average of 30 hours a week. You are also able to include family in your resident visa application. This includes your immediate family if they are here with you in New Zealand or outside of New Zealand. Have you subscribed to our social media channels? In Facebook, you can find news and updates from us. Instagram has promotions and relevant information for you. And please help us continue providing the videos for you by liking and subscribing. If you have a child who is aged 25 years and above, and you had included that child in a residence application that has already been submitted, you cannot include this child in your resident application under the one-off 2021 resident visa. However, they can lodge their own application as an attached document and they do not need to pay another application fee. This child can be granted their own resident visa as long as they meet the character and health requirements and their parent has also been granted a visa under the one of 2021 resident visa. Dependent children overseas who will be granted a resident visa under this new category will be exempt from the border restrictions and may be able to travel to New Zealand. If you are including a partner in your resident visa application, the normal partnership residence rules will apply, which means that you need to prove 12 months of living together with your partner. You must also prove that your relationship is genuine and stable. Immigration New Zealand will assess the history and duration of your relationship. If you have been separated by the COVID-19 border restrictions or other factors. However, you will not be able to include your partner in your residence visa application if you have never met your partner or if you have not lived together. You must still meet the health requirements for this resident visa. You will need to provide a limited medical certificate if you have not provided a medical certificate to immigration within the last 36 months, or if there has been substantial changes to your health, or if in a previous visa application your health has not been found to be of an acceptable standard. You still need to meet the character requirements for this resident visa as well, but you are not required to provide police certificates from overseas. Immigration New Zealand will request for your New Zealand police check themselves. The total cost of this resident visa application is $2,160 including GST. This includes an application fee of $1,330 and an immigration levy of $830. If you have already submitted a resident visa application and are eligible to submit an application under this new resident visa on the 1st of December 2021, you may not need to pay a new application fee. However, once a decision has been made, then you will be required to pay a fee. Also, if you are eligible to lodge a visa application on the 1st of December and you choose to withdraw an earlier submitted residence application, then you would be able to transfer your residence visa application refund to the new resident visa application. You would only need to pay the difference in the fee once your new resident visa application is finalized. If approved, the new resident visa has the same conditions as all other resident visas. This resident visa can only be applied for online, and the online application form is going to be available from the 1st of December. If you are eligible to apply from the 1st of December, you must use your expression of interest reference number or your residence application number in your new application. Your application number must not be shared with anyone else because it can be used only once. From 1st of March 2022, the resident visa application will be open to all other applicants who are eligible to apply. But all applications must be made by 31st July 2022. Immigration New Zealand is committed to processing this resident visa within 12 months or even earlier. Thanks very much for listening to my video. Please get in touch with us for an assessment for this new resident visa, as free consultations are not available. Please follow us on our social media pages or contact us if you have any questions. Thank you very much.